Well, the deadline for turning in the petitions to recall Governor Scott Walker is just days away, but it might take even longer than originally expected to find out whether a recall election will actually happen. News 8's Jenna Traum joins us live in our studio now with a look at what's behind the delay.
Lou, those 540,000 recall signatures are due on Tuesday, but the Government Accountability Board says it's going to be months before they can officially say whether a recall will even take place. That's because of a court ruling that's going to make the process of rooting out invalid signatures even more time-consuming. The final stretch for collecting signatures to recall the governor has come to an end.
This week it has been overwhelming. The number of signatures that have come into the office in the thousands of people just wanting to make sure they have an opportunity to sign, that they know that the deadline is drawing near, and they really want to get in on the process.
But Wisconsinites are going to have to wait longer than they originally thought before they find out whether a recall will actually happen. The Government Accountability Board says determining whether enough valid signatures have been collected is going to take longer than the 60 days they originally planned. That's because a Waukesha County judge has ruled the GAB must take more proactive steps to identify and strike invalid signatures. So the organization is planning to purchase computer software to help.
I think given what the court said, we had to take steps to do something, and the alternative was we data enter everything, or we find a way to assist in that data entry, and that's really what this does.
The GAB is testing out the software right now, but plans to spend $100,000 to buy and install it. Officials with the GAB say it's an expensive but necessary investment.
It is impossible to check for duplicate names without having each name entered into a database and compared electronically, which, of course, we understand is a time-consuming and very costly process.
So what else is behind the delay? The GAB expects to evaluate 1.5 million signatures, spanning about 300,000 petition pages. That's the same number of pages as 200 copies of the lengthy novel War and Peace. Each of those petition pages will be reviewed by at least 2 people, in addition to the software's evaluation.
And that's really the only way we can do that is to make sure we have names into a database.
And even though the results won't be known for months, Republicans say they're already gearing up for another campaign.
I don't really doubt that they'll collect 540,000 signatures. Even after we go through and eliminate the duplicates, I think they'll still have the signatures. So we're ready to re-elect our governor, Scott Walker.
Some officials are predicting a recall election could happen as soon as this summer. But with this new delay plus the possibility of a primary, many are now saying the election will probably take place even later than that.
Thanks, Jen. Now, the GAB is in the process of hiring up to 50 temporary employees to help review all those signatures. Anyone who has made contributions to a partisan candidate in the past year or who has signed or circulated a recall petition will not be eligible for one of those positions.